Good morning, everyone. Namaste. We are going to call on Archangel Michael to clear, cleanse this space, all negative and lower vibrations from our mind, body, and soul, home and hearts, placing the white light of protection on us with his blue seal. And we are going to be reading out of my book, I Am God. It's wisdom and revelation from mystical consciousness. And just to clarify, I believe that we're all particles of God. I believe we're all God. I believe everything and everyone in the universe is God. But it's coming back to finding that to activate your I am within you by shedding everything no longer serving you and becoming one with the divine. So this chapter is still chapter 1, and it's becoming God. And it says, we're on the sacred waters portion of it. It says, as creator, I don an iridescent cloak and become Eden. As the sentient river of life, tides, hues, scents, taste, sounds, moods, and countless beings flow out of me and back again. You have lost touch with the swirling waters of my eternal self. It is time to swim again. Repeat after me. I am the living God. I dwell in all beings. In me awakens the ecstasy of song, dance, courting, and creating, of life, love, and longing, of earth, wind, and sky, as I dissolve in the spirit-filled waters of creation. So again, I believe that God is within us, the divine spark. It's what Jesus activated, is Christ consciousness, is I am. He anchored the codes into earth so that everyone on the planet has the ability to activate that. He didn't come here to be worshipped. He came here to be a mirror of what we are meant to live our life like, in a state of love and forgiving everyone and being one with our brothers and sisters. Krishna, Buddha also activated that within as well. So now we're moving on to tadpoles. It says, we are tadpoles in the sparkling waters of divinity, preparing for transformation. And now we're moving on to disappearing. Gazing out the window into an August garden, absent-mindedly surveying the colorful, overflowing abundance. I rest in the peace of now. I enter stillness. Words lose their meaning, tumble into silent nothingness. The mind settles. I disappear in the void. Only a shell remains, and you everywhere are like air. So going into meditation, becoming one, living in the now, in stillness with the divine, welcoming him in to spend time with you. And it was 313 on the timer when I looked down. It says, within and without now. To go within yourself is to go within everything. For God's within knows no boundaries. My within includes earth, trees, skies, planet, animals, and you. To go without engages the mind's penchant for conceptual boundaries, splitting creation into endless distinctions, falling into experiences ourself within one another. Each becomes the distrust of the other. A new path to enlightenment. Satori is not required for enlightenment. You need only to replace conventional beliefs with sustained mystical consciousness. It is revolution will bring quantum leaps in your understanding and realization of God. Personal transformation is the greatest offering we can make the world, for each awakening ignites humanity's collective consciousness, because all consciousness is one with the divine. So when we leave earth, we go back to being whole with the divine. Our soul is whole with the divine. But here on earth, we're playing parts. We're learning the yin and the yang, the shadow and the light. That's why you have, the narcissist, and then you have the empath. We're learning polarity here on this planet. It's like playing in a role that we're playing. So that's why you don't judge your brothers and sisters, because maybe they are learning something that everyone is exactly where they need to be and learning what they need to learn. It's not your job to bring them to where you are. You are to activate your divine I am within yourself. And then that is a rippling effect, because you are creating someone who people can look to for guidance, and look to how to do it for themselves also as well. So I'll read this part. It says, a forbidden practice. I am God. So saying I am God is a spiritual mantra frowned upon by many. To some, it smacks egotism, but the ego does not become God. So what they're saying is somebody who's egotistical will not be able to activate their I am. That is all shed in the 3D. An ego is in the 3D. In order to ascend to become one with God, you have to raise your frequency. And in order to do that, you have to shed your ego. So we don't have to worry about, when you say I am God, it being egotistical, because it's coming from a place of only love and one with the divine. In surrender, I completely surrender to God, and I trust in everything He throws my way. Every obstacle, every problem that comes my way, I know there's lessons to be learned in it. So it says, the ego is left to feel superior. Ego is left to feel superior or important. Instead, it marvels. New energy arises, transforming personality, motives, and perception, transfiguring the world right where you are. Everything becomes God. For those who enter this consciousness, love becomes the primary mover of existence. So there's only one true. Love is the only thing that truly exists. Everything else is an illusion that we create. So if you have the light and the dark, and you're choosing to spend all your time living in the dark, then that is the illusion that you're going to create in your life. You're going to get more of that. You're telling the universe, I like to live in the dark. I want to learn the dark. So the universe is going to provide all those types of dark problems, in situations and doom and gloom your way. But if you choose to live in the light, then that is what is going to come your way. So God is only of love. Everything else is an illusion that we create. So I hope this helps. I love you all. Have a blessed day, and namaste.